Hey, this is Rick and welcome back to another unboxing and review. This is on the Black & Decker 20-volt lithium cordless trimmer, string trimmer. It's a 10-inch string trimmer. It has an automatic feed spool so you don't have to bump it. It comes with a 1.5 milliamp hour lithium battery. Now the reason why I got this is if you followed some of my channel, I recently had a disc replaced in my neck and I can't carry things real heavy. And this is supposed to be really light. But I decided to pick this up. You can get it from eBay or Amazon if you don't have any access to any stores. And this is supposed to be better since, you know, I have a bad back, bad neck, and also fibromyalgia pains that I have a hard time. I sold all my gas equipment off and I'm purchasing electric. I know electric doesn't last very long. The batteries go and the batteries are expensive, but for right now, I think it's under $60. This should do the trick. So let's go ahead and let's open it up. It's got a little tag on here that says lithium battery, do not load or transport, so they're serious about that. These are all the different applications and different batteries I guess you can get, the 20 volt max. You turn it on its side and you can do some edging. Hopefully you can see that right there. You just put the guide along your concrete, asphalt driveway or walkway as they show here. And we'll go ahead and we'll put it to the test when we get that far. So there's the box. There's not much to it. Okay, we'll pop this open. Looks like it's got an inner box in there to protect it for shipping. We'll just pull that apart. And that's it. There's not much to it. It's already put together. It's all one piece. The handle's integrated into the body. Triggers here. Looks like it has a safety trigger. You push this in and that'll lock out the trigger so that it doesn't go on by itself. Looks like it's got an adjustable shaft with a little lock on there. So it's clockwise loosens it up, and counterclockwise will lock it in. It has an arrow that shows you with the Black & Decker logo here. Now I'm 6'2". Looks like that's going to be plenty long enough for me. And it's really light without the battery pack. And there it is, like I'm supporting with like one finger. And it's not really putting a lot of pressure on me. So I'd say this thing weighs less than probably 10 pounds. Looks like it's already preloaded with the string in there. There's the guide that snaps down. Not much to it. I mean, it's under $60. It's not like my, $150 gas trimmer that I had, a 4-cycle, but that thing weighed a ton and I couldn't use it anymore. Just hurt too much. So that's that part. Let's see what else is in the box. Okay, it looks like there's the guard that goes on the end of it. And it looks like the battery pack must be taped to the other side of the box, so we'll have to open that up on the other side. And yes, there it is. There's a little box at the bottom here, so when you open these up, make sure you don't throw it away. Your battery there, sitting right there. And so you don't see me struggling with a box, I'll edit this and we'll get to where I pull it out. Ta-da! So here we have the wall charger, and it looks like it has a series of LED lights in here that shows you charged and needs to be charged. And here's the battery pack. It is, like I said, a lithium 1.5 milliamp hour battery. Not much to it. I did read that it takes about 8 hours to charge this thing up, so you might want to grab a couple more of these. We'll flip this around here. It's got a little slot right there, and I'm going to assume that that battery pack slides right in there. See if I can do this. It's got a little groove right there on the battery pack, so you would slide it in just like that and keep pushing it till it locks in. There it goes. Now it's in there nice and stiff. It did add a little more weight to it, but once again, not much. and it's preloaded. You can hear that. There's no variable speed. It's either wide open or off. So that may burn the battery a little faster. And we'll open up this. I would still charge that battery to its full 8 hours. So under the underside of the guard, it's got a little screw there. And it's got a little blade on here, I guess, that cuts the string as it comes around. It doesn't, like I said, it's not a bump feature. It'll automatically self-feed itself, and it's probably by weight. As it's spinning, it realizes it needs a little more string. And it looks like it has a self-cutting blade right there on the end. And that will cut the string as it comes around to size. Here's the owner's manual. You can read that over. Tells you your do's and don'ts. This model is the LST201. I'll put that in the description of the video, along with the link at the end under the YouTube description. It says it's eco-smart. Charging's better than gas, I guess. And back to the owner's manual, it tells you different ways to set the guide up. The replacement spool number is AF100 if you need replacement string. It has a 2-year limited home use warranty. We all know how that works out. Usually they expire once something goes wrong. But hey, most of our stuff these days is kind of throwaway anyway, consumable throwaways. Anything made in China, and I'm sure Black & Decker is made in China these days. But it's got a useful manual. It tells you how to put the guard on with the screw, like I said. So you're only going to need one thing to put this together with. Well, maybe some others, but your hands and a Phillips screwdriver. And you can also wind your own spool. As long as you don't damage the spool, you can put your own string on here. They show you how to do that and what to recommend string wise. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the guard on. We'll get a Phillips screwdriver. Go ahead and remove that screw from the holder where it goes in. And if you can see, there's a little slot right there. I imagine that's where the screw is going to go in. And you're going to take your guard. If you can see the little screw hole right there, you're going to take your guard and you're going to slide it in like that until it locks in. Then you take your screw and you put your screw right in there and lightly tighten it down. You don't want to monster mash this and crack that plastic. Just snug it. That's all you need. And that holds that safety guard on there. Go ahead and remove your tape, exposing that blade. Your string's already preset. I will show you how to take it apart. You just put your fingers in right there and push in, and that whole spool assembly will pop right out like that. And there you go. There's a spool assembly. It's preloaded with your string, like I said. It's got a spring to hold everything together. Easy to put back. Just slide it in there. Line up those grooves again. Push in those tabs and lock it in, and you're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to charge the battery for the recommended 8 hours. Okay, so to disengage this battery once it's seated, you're going to push down this little button here, and that disengages the battery. And then I'll show you how it goes into the charger. So we got the charger plugged in. It has little slots like that. You're going to slide it in just like you did the trimmer. And it locks right in there. The light lights up and you're good to go. So hopefully right there you can see it blinking. It's charging. It's got a little code on there that tells you if it's blinking that it's charging, and it's green. I believe it has a red LED when it's dead. Alright, that's the unboxing and partial review. Let's go ahead and fire it up and we'll get back to the use of it. Okay, so we've got a fully charged battery. It was a little overcast today, but I wanted to try to get this video done. Go ahead and flip your guide back up so that it'll give you more room in the front of the trimmer. It's cut to the length it needs to be. Hopefully you can see that. It tore right through there, no problem. Of course, it's not as fast as my gas one, but it'll do the job for me. It's, like I said, lightweight and easy to maneuver without breaking your back or your neck. literally. Let's move it over to put the edging tool down and see how that works out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll gauge the edger tool. So it's locked in place now. And this is the edge of my sidewalk here. So let me see if I can turn this around. Probably using it backwards, but just so you can see it. And we'll run right along the edge of that sidewalk. Keep in mind, I've got this turned around the other way so that the camera can see it cutting. It'll probably cut a little deeper if I turn it the right way, but then you won't be able to see it. You can see there, it did a pretty good job. I mean, it's not going to be like your gas-powered one for sure, but for light-duty stuff, you know, it's easy and light to carry, and it's not hard on the back or the neck. That's going to be fine for around here. It'll get the job done. I imagine you're going to get probably around 15 minutes of runtime, so I would suggest going ahead and getting another battery so you have a backup battery. So that's it. Hey, thanks for sticking with me on this. Once again, please subscribe, share with your friends, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget, links to this product and any products that I do showcase will be at the description page beneath my YouTube video. Take care.